Doesn't seem any better than just like classic Blue Moon. And it's fine. Like, not exciting, but fine. Got Bird, it's got an Evolution, it's got an Oath of Nissa. Celestial Colonnade, uh-oh. Just lead on Bird on one here. I should update the Stream Decker. So when people ask what the deck list is, I can say, hey, it's on your screen. That's what should happen. Alright, so we got counter spells. Counter spells on counter spells on counter spells. Oath of Nissa. You got 4 copies of Eldritch Evolution. Like 5 copies of the cat. Voice of Resurgence. Sign me up. Sign me up. How aggressive do I want to fetch Shock here is the question. Probably pretty aggressively. Opponent's like certainly playing a Path to Exile deck, so like leaving basics in our deck has value there. It's probably getting Logic Knotted or Mana Leaked, but like 1 less for this to hit later. Okay, looks like just Kai, so we need to be a little bit conservative with my health total, so I'm just burned out. There's a Logic Knot, looks like. Yep. Helix my dork, sure. Hey! Saw 3, came for the Kiki chord, stayed for the memes and the name butchering. Well, you can't seem to escape the pod deck. What's going on, mate? Welcome back. Maybe I should have fetched a blue source last turn to play around them killing my bird, because if I want to play this Meddling Mage, I have to fetch Shock. Seems really annoying. I think I just need to fetch Shock, right? I don't want to, like, not cast a spell this turn. Doesn't feel good, but like the hand we've been dealt. I'm just naming Snapcaster Mage here. It's like certainly a 4 of, right? Deal. I would love a land. Grab an extra forest. Planeswalker of some sort here. Geist of Saint Trash. Gross. Alright, well this Saheeli and Thragtusk are pretty good. Hey, Apples Pie with the $20 donation for a deck listation, looks like. Here's my money for a sweet one. Escape Shifter Reanimator. What format is this? Legacy? Alright, I'm gonna put it in the meme bin for now. It's probably just friendly reminder that you should ask me before you send money. Grabbing a planes here. We've got plenty of stuff, and then hopefully we'll get Saheeli Thragtusk next turn. Only have 2 cards left here. They seem tired. I mean, it is the end of the day here. Usually I'm chipper in the morning, right? Cometh at me, bro. You don't want to come. Don't want to walk my way, huh? All right. Lotus Cobra. Trying Saheeli here. And get Cryptic commanded. Yep. It's a shame I didn't have one more land there. Man, am I getting spell snared? Or just getting a tapped land? Tapped land? Okay. Leaving this back because we don't want to get browned by Geist of St. Draft here. What are the... Oh, I can do both of these, right? Pretty good. Alright, let's start with this. Start by casting Avalanche Riders. Another Cryptic Command. Okay, so now we get to shock this in. Yes. This triggers. No, I don't care if that gets counterspelled. This is what we actually want to do. Eldritch Evolution, this Thragtusk. Trigger. Get the Sun Titan out of my deck. Sun Titan's gonna get Saheeli back into play. Saheeli's gonna copy Sun Titan. New Sun Titan's gonna get back Voice of Resurgence. Can you feel it, chat? Can you feel it? Do you feel the value? We're wasted. No. We're all wasted. We get to attack here and bring a land into play. Attack with these things, trigger the Sun Titan. Oh, I get back with this. It's probably just like a fetch land, right? Although I guess if I get a Birds of Paradise, they can't Colonnade kill my Saheeli. Yeah, that's probably ideal. Alright, down to 9 here. They need a Verdict. And even then, like, I have a Voice token and a Saheeli left over. They're ahead if they have a Verdict here, but... I take my sweater off, getting all hot and bothered from that turn. Oh no, my opponent doesn't want to play Magic anymore. We're wasted, no. We're all wasted. Alright, bringing these things. I don't think this is a Path matchup. Almost certainly a Fulminator matchup. Alright, now what are we doing here that we don't want to be doing post-board? Sun Titan is just, like, excellent, right? Reflector Mage is bad. Meddling Mage is pretty bad. The Summoner's Pact bad? Usually the Geist deck doesn't have Verdict in the main, so usually we're safe from that. You know, Eidolon might not be good enough without Court of Calling in our deck. I think it isn't good enough in this matchup without Court of Calling. I think I want to keep this. I think I'm going to cut 2 Birds of Paradise, just like have less mana creatures in my deck that are just like bad value. I think Eidolon's very good in this matchup if you have access to... I think Eidolon is very good in this matchup if you have access to Court of Calling. If you don't have access to Court of Calling, I think Eidolon is pretty medium. Well, you see, my linear deck hopes to race their linear deck. That's the plan for Affinity. I'm going to try and do my linear thing before they do their linear thing. That's the game plan. Alright, well this got moved over. Yeah, it seems pretty good, right? Nice, DSLS. Gandalf's deck is great. Again, this matchup is kind of about striking a balance between, like, leaving enough basics in our deck that we can get value off their Path to Exiles, while also, like, not exposing our health total so much that we get burned out by Geist, Bolts, and Helixes. Voice is an excellent draw. What am I getting here? I feel like I'm just going to fetch a basic forest here and play this Oath of Nissa, see where we go. Christmas was excellent, thank you for asking. Definitely just want another land here. I have another land, that's good for us. Alright. Play this Voice. Opponent mulligan to 5, so sometimes you just don't get to play Magic. This card's so good in these grindy matchups. It's like my favorite Magic card. Search for Azcanta, sure. Alright, so we're gonna go Lotus Cobra. What am I doing here? I'm gonna start by... I left my Avalanche Riders in my deck, right? Seems pretty decent. Yeah, I'm just gonna Stone Rain them while they're down, right? Blast you, kick them while they're down. This is gonna die, but that's fine. Can't pay for the Echo on here, but that's not really a big deal. Maybe I should have gotten a red source, so that way I could like witness this back. No. I mean, it was the same, right? Because Avalanche Riders had haste. Like, exactly the same. There might have been merit to just, like, playing Voice plus Witness here, because, like, this gives them a chance to path something. But, like, they're pretty far behind, right? Oh, deal. I think there was merit to... So opponent took 1 extra point of damage that they didn't have to take, but probably doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Alright, so next turn, we'll go Witness, land, trigger, get back Avalanche Riders, Avalanche Rider your land, kill you basically. Just like punish our opponent for stumbling really hard. Run them right on out. Gonna make red with this. We're gonna do this pre-combat, so that way we can get the attack in with the Avalanche Riders, make our elemental bigger. The years and welcome to Thunderdome, opponent. I'd have fetched a red source earlier. We could pay for the Echo on this next turn, but it's probably not going to matter. Do you have Pyroclasm? Nope. I'm just taking their way out. Yeah, Avalanche Riders is okay. Just like random being able to like kill lands is great. Alright, String Bean, what you got? Yeah, it seems pretty good. Probably not great against Turn 1 Goblin Guide. Lava Spike, okay. Slightly better against that. Basic Forest. Having to take some damage from our mana here is going to hurt. There's a chance we could turn this into a Thragtusk, though, which would be appealing. They don't have a land. That's good for us, obviously. That's great. Bird here. Not going to shock myself to play this Oath of Nissa. I think that's loose. If they brick on a landing in here, we're going to be in a great spot. Yep. One gets scared. I'm going to cast this first, because then we can Felidar Guardian it. Get this Thragtusk, I mean. Any order. Shock myself, cast this turn 3 Thragtusk. How's that, burn opponent? Welcome to Thunderdome. Population U. Is this like the stuff their nightmares are born of? I feel like it's gotta be, right? Have you heard about the bird? I said a bird. Bird's the word. I said a bird. Searing Blaze my... Oh no! How can I ever win the game now? I just can't win anymore. Okay. Alright, is this a concession Felidar Guardian? It feels like a concession Felidar Guardian to me, chat. It feels like this is, we're done playing Magic Felidar Guardian. It's not quite a combo kill, but it's basically a combo kill, right? Like, this is a combo kill. We have combo killed our burn opponent this turn. Modern's such an unfair format. Just all these combo kills running around. Swag Datterson. Yep. I like that they took a draw step. Like, there were cards in their deck that could change the outcome of this game. I like just giving it the old college best here. Maybe Comcast gets me. Little does my opponent know that I now have fiber internet. Literally turn 3 combo to our opponent. Cast Swag Datterson off of Birds of Paradise. Oh no! Oh no, how can I ever win the game? They've killed my Thragtusk. Only there was some way for me to get my Swag Tuskerson back into play. Wild Nicottle. What an unfair Magic card that was once banned in Modern. These cards in the Modern ban list, they need to stay there. They're too powerful. That's no good. So opponents just like still giving it the college best here. Do you think they concede to Eternal Witness turning into Sigarda next turn? They haven't conceded. Oh, they're not even going to get there. Maybe they're watching the stream and they heard me talk about turning Eternal Witness into Sigarda and they're like, nah, fuck this shit. Nah, bruh. Man, our board is really bad for this matchup, huh? Like, comically bad. It's a good thing we stole game 1, huh? Cut these Sun Titans out of my deck. Bringing these Past Exiles, probably. And my board is not well set up for this matchup. Bring in a couple of Paths and a Felidar Guardian and a Glen. Cut these 3. Just swag them into concession. Turn from hurting to burn. And these other cards really do anything. This sideboard's kind of hedged towards trying to beat Tron in the Eldrazi decks with the Ceremonious Rejection and the Stony Silences. So like these are kind of like your flex slots. I don't know exactly what I want to do with these. What decks do I want to beat? No, I don't think Eidolon's very good. Almost never want Eidolon. You be full. Voice of Resurgence is actually pretty good in this matchup, and I can fetch a basic, so I'm going to keep this hand. We're going to, like, get our Bird Searing Blaze on turn 2 and just, like, weep silently, but I think this hand's a keep. This card's pretty good. See sunlight again. End up just losing a friend. Relate to you. Bringing rejections for the Ghostfire, the real tech. You joke. Burn played Ghostfire at one point. Kill fucking Core Firewalkers, man. No Kitchen Finks 75 is surely a mistake. I don't know. How much Burn do you expect to play against? Kitchen Finks is just like I'd rather have like if your goal is to beat Burn, I'd rather have like an obstinate Beloth. I don't want to like dick around with a Kitchen Finks. Wow, that's aggressive. Yep, down to 9. I like it, opponent. Don't dick around with any of this other stuff. Just all of it upstairs all the time. All right, Voice of Resurgence. Missed my land drop. Go. Bring it. Kill my bird. That's thoroughly terrifying. Alright, can we hit a land here, please? Ideally a fetch land. It's pretty good. That's what I wanted for Christmas. Alright, so we're going Lotus Cobra. This is what I wanted for Christmas. Into this. Watch this turn, chat. Watch how great this turn's gonna be. Make green mana. Correct this fetch. Go get a basic plains. Is this Lotus Cobra good? Please check yes or no. Would love to use Lotus Cobra's ability. I'm gonna Renegade Rallier back one of these fetch lands. And then we're gonna Eldritch Evolution this Renegade Rallier into a Swag Datterson. Would love to use Lotus Cobra's ability, thank you. Crack this fetch. I'd like to get a basic forest here. I'd like to use Lotus Cobra's ability. I mean, this deck has a combo kill in it, and I enjoy combo killing people. Where are you, Swag Datterson? There you are. The swag daddiest of all the Dattersons, if you would. Rar. I mean, like, I think we're still a favorite to lose this game. They've got a Rift Bolt coming off, they've got a Grim Lavamancer, they've got 2 cards in hand, and they haven't played a 3rd land. Like, Burn rarely loses a game of Magic where they only draw 2 lands. Very, very rare for Burn to lose a game of Magic where they only draw 2 lands. They have a Searing Blaze here, just gonna like hit us for 3. Or Helix. Helix this attack was probably bad. Yeah, I think the fact that I attacked with this is probably gonna lose us this game. Yeah, I think this attack is gonna lose us this game. We'll see, but I think this attack was what really bad. There's a land we're not tapping for mana. Yeah, we'd just be at like we'd be at 12 right now, which would be a pretty healthy total. And like I'd have an elemental, or they just wouldn't have attacked. One of the two. Either would be good for us. Better than where we're at right now. Like with this Lava Man over the course of like they have 2 burn spells in hand, we're just gonna lose this game. Hopefully they draw more creatures. We want to see more Swift Spears, more Wild Nakato, stuff like that. Shooting my bird finally. Nope. Yeah, I assume we're dead here. Put me to 7. So if I was at 10 right now, we'd just be in an insane spot. Yeah, down to 3. So if we were at 6, we'd be dead to a Boros Charm, but not anything else. Saheeli that I cannot cast. I just like hope for a bunch of bricks here. Yeah, probably. That's probably the line. I think it's attack with all of these. And then Felidar, untap one of them. Just like hope they have a land or creatures. Time while she got freedom. Pranks, no, I don't prank even. So if I was at 6 and they were at 9 here, I'd be much happier right now. We'd still have like draws that kill us, but I'd be happier, right? Am I dead? Looks like I'm dead. Even more. What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? And okay, sure. I don't know why this isn't just a bolt, but hopefully you draw 3 bricks now. You'd like to take 5 damage. No. Respectfully decline. Kill me? This is a burn player trying to be cute. Just like, why isn't this a card that just does 3 damage to me? Questions I now have to ask myself. What the fuck is this attack? Am I dead? Are we playing around something? What are we playing around? I feel like I'm dead and they're just attacking me for no reason. You have a Path to Exile? Sure. God, I'm so confused. If we hit a blue or a red source here, we actually just win the game, right? Or an Oath of Nissa. God, do we have a shot at this game? Why do I have a shot at this game? What? I guess. Please, justice? This is a no justice stream. It's unfortunate. I just sack this, right? My name. Yeah, never justice. That's for damn sure. I mean, like, I did make a mistake this game, right? 10 out of 10 made a mistake. Should be 3 points of life fire here. We could potentially win this game still, just, you know, for reference. For those wondering, I can't cast this card. I don't have red and blue mana. Just for what we're talking about. I needed to find a way to make a thing. They probably have a 2 mana card that kills us here, right? It's like almost certainly. You only had 1 mana up when they cast the Browbeat last turn. It's Searing Blaze. Yep. It's a good beat. Probably the next card kills them. Yep, always the next card. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. No, but we were at 3. I could have drawn a Sacred Foundry, a Stomping Ground, a Hallowed Fountain, or a Breeding Pool, so I had 2 looks at 8 outs there. So Fetchland was not live there at the end because I was at 3. Yes, it does. Searing Blaze targets the player and the creature. I mean, like, that game was just like a great example of, like, don't do stupid shit in your burn deck, right? Like, the only reason I was in that game is because my opponent put terrible cards in their burn deck. Like, if my opponent's Browbeat would have just said deal 3 damage to your opponent, I'd have lost guaranteed. Instead, I had... I could have, but pathing my own creature didn't do anything. Because that's not how Magic works. That's fine, right? It's like a turn 4 combo kill. Hopefully they're aggressive and tapping out. Voice on 2 is the lack of untapped, the lack of none of these hands get basic lands, get basic planes, which kind of sucks. But I think we just like fetch shock and play the voice here. Yeah, Browbeat could have just been like close your eyes and pick a card that deals damage to your opponent at random. Like I'd have lost that game 100%, right? Instead, like my opponent put a bad card in their deck and like I had a chance to win the game. Rift Bolt, no 1-drop is good for us. Basic Plains. Fetch land for Basic Plains. Does this deal less damage to me over time? No, it does not, right? I'm gonna fetch a Temple Garden here, or Hallowed Fountain. What blue cards do I have? I have a Glen Elendra in my deck, so I should probably get Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, because this is gonna get a basic forest. So remember, with Oath of Nissa, I can cast the Saheeli. So like, we don't actually have many red and blue sources, but Oath of Nissa lets me cast this off of any kind of mana. So this Voice of Resurgence encourages my opponent to like play things on their turn too. So hopefully they tap out next turn, and then I can just Felidar Guardian them. Eidolon, sure. Eidolon, bro. Go to 12 here. If you wanted to hedge burn with this deck, you should play an Obstinate Baloth. Going to 10. So we're hoping they tap out next turn and don't kill my Saheeli while tapping out. We're gonna go ahead and plus her. Use for Birds of Paradise. Pass the turn. Yeah, Avalanche Riders like a main deck flex slot. You cut the Riders, you could cut the Reflector Mage potentially. I think I'd keep the Meddling Mage and the other bullets that I have. Probably the Riders, yeah, if I wanted to get a Baloth into the main. To hedge burn. Okay, yep. Baloth's fine. It's a very good card if you want to hedge a matchup like this. Oath of Nissa is looking real awkward in the face of this. Okay, well, I mean, this is them tapped out, right? And they're attacking me. Can't tell what these are attacking currently. Resto's just not a combo piece. We don't have a Kiki-Jiki in our deck. It's going to 6 here, right? I can make a copy of this, and then this makes my comboing go faster. Show me a way. Yes, I am. And actually, I should have just, like, copied this, right? This is lethal. Alright, kill you. The wall. I'll be the one to save us all. Feel like with better lines, my opponent could have won that game. Hey, rate, welcome to everyone that's hanging out tonight. My name's Jeff Hoagland. We're hanging out playing some modern Magic the Gathering, playing some 4-color Saheeli kind of evolution, Lotus Cobra combo nonsense. If you're enjoying what you see, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying what you see past that, the best way you can support my content is by subscribing on Twitch. That costs $4.99 a month. It helps support myself financially directly so I could spend more time doing stuff like this and less time doing other things. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you go to Hoagland PayPal, I check out with them. You'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. inkedgaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, sleeves, etc. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artworks that they have on their website. And finally, sparedeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. Let's say you want to try out something like this Saheeli deck, but you don't own these cards. You can rent them from Spare Deck and kind of try before you buy. Also, you saw a little note there at the bottom about donation deck list. This is a deck list that one of my subscribers has sent me a donation to play. So if you want to learn more about how you can get me to play one of your decks here on stream, type into your browser bit.ly/Hoogle sellout, all lowercase there, and you can find more information on how the donation deck lists work here. We're 2-0 in this league. Hey, speaking of subscribers, 17 months, and all I've gotten out of it is a Karn emote. Welcome back, Squishy. I appreciate the continued support. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's fine. If we, like, draw another land and this Lotus Cobra lives, we just get to, like, put 3 Ralliers into play on turn 3, which is kind of sweet. If you're one of those people that's unable to help themselves, there's a deck list button in the stream information. There's a deck thing floating on your overlay if you're on the desktop. If both of those are unreachable for you, you can type !deck in chat. There's just lots of ways that you can help yourself. God helps those that help themselves. My opinion on Modern Storm. I think it's one of the many linear, non-interactive decks that makes Modern kind of unenjoyable to play by and large. Another burn matchup. I don't actually think this matchup is good for us, just for the record. Especially on the draw here. Last opponent like had some bad cards in their deck and they fumbled around a little bit. Another Lotus Cobra on top. Okay. That being said, like, if we get to like go off with Lotus Cobras, we'll be in a pretty good spot, right? What microphone do I use? I have a blue... I don't even remember what the brand of this thing is. Not the Snowball, it's a Blue Yeti microphone. Yeah, that's the one, Blue Yeti. This is the big problem with this matchup, especially in the draw. Like, we just don't really have meaningful turn 1 plays outside of Birds of Paradise. So, like, this Goblin guy is just going to do, like, 6 to 8 points of damage to us this game because we lost the coin flip. So, probably just dead. No, I don't want to lead on the fetch, because if I draw another basic, this fetch is very valuable with these Lotus Cobras, which is one of the kind of awkward tensions in this matchup. Because, like, this does do more damage to us later. Like, ideally, I'd like to fetch a tap Shockland, but, like, let's say I draw, like, another basic or something like that. Ooh, they're more of a zoo deck. Okay, that's actually better for us, because that means they don't have a lot of reach, generally speaking, and our blockers are more meaningful. That being said, it looks like we're just getting aped out of this game. Welcome to Modern, enjoy your stay. Where's the Bushwhacker? Show me Bushwhacker. Just that's it? That's all you got, opponent? Alright, so we're taking 4 down to 14 here, and then next turn we're taking 10 down to 4. But opponent's out of cards, like, you know, you're saying there's a chance. Sun Titan, that's exactly what I want on top of my deck. I never noticed the deck list button on screen. Man, life's tough. And then you die. Alright, let's fetch basic planes here. And this is the part where, like, we hope to draw a fetch land next turn, and we hope our opponent just, like, draws stone nothing for the rest of the game, right? Just, like, that's the plan. We actually would be, like, in a pretty good spot if we'd been on the play this game, right? That being said, I'm sure, like, they just drew in a Tarkus command and we were very dead. I'm not blocking. We're going... Maybe I should have played the Voice of Resurgence. Okay, we found a fetch land. It's good for us. No bottom information there. Well, that's why there's also a way for you to type it in chat. And again, if you're doing something fancy, you probably know how to help yourself and lead yourself to some information. And if you don't, well, you know, God save the queen. It's not my fault you're not bright. Another Sun Titan. All right, so what am I doing here? All right, so I'm going to play this Lotus Cobra. So the problem is I can only fetch twice here, right? Always yes, always yes, always. Again, like, if they draw nothing for the rest of the... We're dead on board? No, I don't think we're going to be dead on board. I don't know. We're going to find out together, chat. I don't actually know if we're dead on board or not. We're going to see. I think I might be able to put enough poopers into play here that we're not dead on board. But again, come on an adventure with me, and we're gonna figure it out. I mean, like, exclamation point deck is pretty standard. It's like not doing nothing fancy here. And again, like, you literally don't have an excuse because, like, you have the thing. It's literally on your screen in front of your face, right? Like, you're on the desktop and you just didn't notice it. The big problem is that I can only crack one more fetch land is the big issue. That's the actual problem here. I need to start making white mana with these, right? The two health is the problem. Again, like, had we been on the play this game, we'd be pretty well off, right? What's going on, Kent? So if I cast, can I get a Sun Titan into play is the question. Am I dead if I get a Sun Titan into play? Well, I mean, like, each of these Renegade Ralliers only cost me 1 mana, right? Yeah, so like the Ralliers can get back lands. I just can't crack them, right? So this is 4. So then I can play this. Oh, I'm dumb, right? This is, I could have done this plus this. Yeah, I miscounted. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose the game because of this too. So if I'd have, now I'm 1 short of a Sun Titan. Yeah, I could have gone Sun Titan into Voice instead of this other Renegade Rallier. Yep, could have put a Sun Titan into play, but I didn't count my mana before I started clicking. I actually didn't even need to crack, maybe I didn't need to crack one of these fetch lands. I could have gotten tapped lands here. They're just gonna like draw Lightning Bolt and kill me after we counted all that. All right, yeah, and again, like, now I could just like play Renegade Rallier next turn if I'd have like sequenced correctly, and now like I have to draw a land or something that's castable, right? Hopefully we just like rip an Eldritch Evolution like a champion here, and then get to go ahead and go get a Thragtusk. But like, I definitely could have had this in play and a Renegade Rallier in my hand. I wonder if they're debating attacking. It doesn't seem profitable for them. Yeah, again, just like, I'm super far behind because of Sigarda, yep. So like, if I had a Sun Titan here, they just like can't win the game. And like, we were on the draw this game and like kind of behind, right? And like the fact that we're losing is because I didn't count. I have to block everything here. I have a voice token left over, but like, we're basically just dead here, right? Because like, I have to chump block this. I'm just gonna fucking ban people. I'm so tired of people. Just like, I don't know how much delay you have, but like, I talked about, you know, how it was wrong. Yeah. God, we'd have won this game by so much. It's really unfortunate that I messed that up. I wonder if this is good. I almost feel like I just want to click submit. This can't be good, right? Maybe it's just a couple of Path to Exiles. I think that's the case. Just a couple of Path to Exiles in. Meddling Mage probably isn't very good. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to cut these two. This might be okay against their Burning Tree Emissary stuff. And I think the Eidolon's probably too slow as well. Sand's great. Voice is pretty good in this matchup. No, we're 2-0 in this league. I think we were a pretty strong favorite to win that game if I'd have taken the correct sequence. Our opponent's not playing Burn. I agree that Burn's probably a hard matchup the way this deck is currently built, but our opponent's not playing Burn. They're playing Zoo, and the small differences between how Zoo and how Burn works takes the matchup from being challenging to being very good for us. Because again, the reason why Burn is a tough matchup is because once we stabilize the board with creatures, they have a lot of live cards to just burn us out, and that's not true of a deck like what my opponent's playing. They have to replace those cards that give Burn reach with more creatures. Searing Blaze is also very good against us, that's correct. I think I just play this bird. I'm just gonna play this bird out. I just need green sources, right? They just like wouldn't have been able to attack that turn. I guess my Sun Titan would have been able to attack either, but like we could have probably stabilized a little bit. We'd have had to fade some draws, but we wouldn't have been in a terrible spot. I think I also should have like counted out my mana a little bit better. I could have possibly not used one of those fetch lands, which would like preserve us mana for the following turn, which generates us more mana in the long term. If I get Searing Blaze here, I'm gonna feel pretty terrible. Yeah, Titan has Vigilance, but it they also have like their dorks have Death Touch. Don't you You Path to Exiled my Birds of Steel. Sure, resolves. Yes. Nothing but the best here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but the best. Only good decisions to be made when you're playing against opponents on Magic Online. Like, probably should have pathed during my upkeep if we were interested in pathing my bird. You know, as someone who's pathed birds on more than one occasion, you know, you definitely have reasons to do it occasionally. I don't think this was one of those times, but you know, who am I to judge? This Thragtusk is really appealing, right? How greedy is it to take the Thragtusk? I'm going to take the Thragtusk and play another Oath here and hope to rip a green source off this Oath and play the bird. I'm sure we're just gonna like brick on a land with this one, but like the Thragtusk is pretty good in this matchup, right? So like this feels like a worthwhile endeavor. Get paid off. I fetch a basic forest here. I've got all my colors because this lets me cast this. Can one of the mods do me a favor and look up how to disable the punt command? I'm really tired of people spamming that in chat. It's annoying. I don't think that's a loose play. I think that's a play to win line. Like, we're pretty strong favorite to hit 1 land and 3 cards, I think. I have to, like, sit down and do the Hyper Geo after we just bottom 2, but I bet we're better than 60% to find a land on 3 looks. This card is nowhere near Ponder. People that call this card green Ponder have never actually cast the card fucking Ponder. For starters, Ponder lets you see 4 cards when you're looking for them. That's the big thing. Ponder lets you see 4 cards when you really need something specific. You know what my favorite thing about Magic players are? When they cry about getting banned and then they start DMing me. Like, man, do you know how easy it is to ignore you? Just get out of here. Well, this is easy, right? I just let this... Huh. I guess my health total is pretty high. I guess I'm just going to take 4 on this one. Because, like, if they have, like, a Bushwhacker, I'll be really sad that I didn't let that die. Yeah, green Anticipate is much closer. Lightning Helix, yep. I don't think Del Command works, Burgle, because it's like a thing that's built into MTG Bot. I think is part of the issue. There's a way to disable built-in MTG Bot commands. I've done it before. Yeah, 10 out of 10. I unban people all the time. I'm very liberal with how we ban people, so I'm also very liberal with unbanning people. But, like, if you're like a whiny cunt after I ban you, like, you definitely don't need to come back. Like, GG, no re. There you go. Thank you, Burgle. I mean, like, to be fair, it's not like they can say I didn't warn them. Because, like, my chat message is literally, we don't warn, we ban people, don't be a dickhead. Chatting is a privilege, not a right. There's no freedom of speech in Hoaglandia, just so everything is clear. What do you think? Do you think Saheeli copying Thragtusk is, do you think that's a concession line, or you think they're gonna... My money is they're gonna slog through it. They think there's cards in their deck that can beat Saheeli copying Thragtusk. Yeah, if you want to spew in chat, pay $5 to do so. It's really not hard. You can even send me your Amazon fund money too. Like, that doesn't cost you anything. I mean, who doesn't have Amazon Prime these days? In the United States' defense, it does a much better job of pretending to be a democracy than this stream does. This stream is just like up front, like, nah, man. Nah, it's just like all for Hogland. Need to pay the Karn toll, right? Alright, opponent, what do you think? If you stack both decks from here on out, do you think you can win? You gonna slam your squad into my Saheeli? That would be great. Block. Wait, are we attacking me? I don't understand. There's a Plains followed by a Lotus Cobra. Alright, well, I think I'm just doing this, right? This feels like a I drew an Atarkus command attack, but I think I'm okay with these blocks even if they drew an Atarkus command. We're gonna, like, mostly trade off boards, all of a beast token plus a voice token. Yeah, so they drew the best card in their deck here. Okay, so they still have that. It's a little annoying. I think I just hold this Renegade Rallier. I'll play this Lotus Cobra out. Do I want to play the Renegade Rallier for no value? That's the real question. We're definitely playing this. I've not played Arena. You guys want to attack them for 6 here? Am I supposed to play the Rallier? Just like get the extra point in? It's close. It's close. They're low enough on life that it might have been good to no value there. I'm gonna wait one more turn here. Fetch land, Horizon Canopy, Oath of Nissa, all of these turn on these Renegade Ralliers, and like we just like slam the door on this game very hard, right? Well, I guess I could just attack, right? Yeah, I'm so dumb. Why am I so dumb? Just don't ask me why I didn't attack. Just Revolt is new and terrifying. See, Burgle understands. Burgle understands. He's a sub. He gets to give me shit. That's the concession. We concede to the Renegade Rallier. We don't concede to Saheeli copy my Thragtusk. Renegade Rallier is where the back breaks, though. Got it. I think I'm happy with what we did here. Just run it back. I mean, like, to be fair, they did draw the Atarka's command to make it much closer than it needed to be. This deck is just like everything I want to be good in Modern. It's a shame we messed up game 1 and have to play game 3 now. Probably gonna get nutted on here. The old 61 card aggro deck. Post board. Look, speaking as someone who's done a lot of terrible things like playing 61 cards, it's never, your aggro deck is never the place. Never the place. I would also like to mulligan opponent. This hand is pretty reasonable, right? Let's find a Lotus Cobra with this one. Maybe another fetch land. This was a donation deck list. Yeah, I'm in the market for a land, right? Top tap. Now we want to find a... We got, what, 4 looks at a Lotus Cobra? Goblin guide me, baby. Do I play mismatched or matching? What are your matching ones is the real question. It's the game-winning question. What do the matching ones look like? I don't have my beautiful... I don't know where my black bordered birds went. I need to find those. I think I gave them to Christy to frame. Yeah, buddy. Welcome into the fold, Goblin Guide. Go, Unless we draw Birds of Paradise here, I think I'm going Windswept Heath to path this next combat step. Should Tron be banned in Modern? Yes. Just draw basic planes. All right. Burning low. Yeah, my 8th edition black bordered ones, they're beautiful. Beeline did an excellent job on them. High when you're feeling low. Come on. Yeah, buddy. Get that value from that trigger. It's burning low. And I mean, like, it's okay to like Modern for what it is right now and just like also be like conscious of the fact that like there's a lot of is my opponent secretly a computer choosing their own actions at random? That's what's going on, right? My computer is my opponent is a computer that is choosing game actions at random. That's what's going on right now, right? I feel like that's the only possible explanation for this game that's being played. There might have been an argument to like waiting on this Lotus Cobra. This is my fight song. So, this is a small thing here, but you want to use the Misty Rainforest before you use the Windswept Heath, because Windswept Heath is strictly better in this deck because it gets both of our basic lands. Get back Lotus Cobra with this Renegade Rallier. Yeah, Cobra's definitely the get back here. That value, get another creature onto the board. As I say, I could get back to fetch line and play the Oath this turn, but that seems loose. Well, that's a spicy meatball. I will be right back. One of my children is crying. I feel like they would have killed my thing on their turn, so I'm gonna go and attack here before we do anything. And I haven't concluded how much mana we can make, but I can only assume it's a metric fuck ton. All right, so let's actually count here, right? So like this technically makes 5 mana, right? No, I can make way more than 5. This land makes 5. This land makes 5. Then yeah. Yeah, I think it's this. Always yes. Always yes. Sealed. It's a lot of mana. Let's just leave it at a lot, shall we? Can I get a tapped land here? So this will put me to 4 mana. And I'm going to Eldritch Evolution my Rallier into a Rallier, get back this. That'll make 5 mana again. Which is fine, right? So I'll have 1 left over, so this makes 5, and then I can Sun Titan. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so let's do this. No. Remember that just because Eldritch Evolution says it gets something that costs up to 2 more, doesn't mean you have to get something that costs 2 more. We get Renegade Rallier. Back this Windswept Heath. Trigger these dorks. I'm gonna put them dead on board. Why do I need Thragtusk? I'm at 13. I'm gonna put them dead on board. I'm gonna cast the Sun Titan. I'm gonna get back my Renegade Rallier and have 12, 16 power. That seems way better than just gaining some health. You don't need to kill them when you can put Swag Dadderson on board. That's fair. That's a fair criticism. Is this the computer that my opponent is trying to figure out? Remember when they path through? Oh yeah, because they have a path to exile, they'd certainly be winning this game. Nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Fire away, fire away. Yeah, people always like to equate this card to like other things, but it's really just like a unique effect, right? The fact that it's legendary is really sweet with Sun Titan and Renegade Rallier, though. Is our opponent just timing out here? What does all the data mean? Does it just mean banning some of the data? No, give me all of the information. Everyone's having a good Tuesday night, hanging out, playing some Modern. Match 3. If we squeak this one out, we'll be 3-0 with the deck for the evening. I don't know how much we're going to play tonight. Maybe a league or two. Yeah, look at that. My subs are so on point. Just like, look at these beautiful sponsors we could be looking at. These people, along with all of the people that enable me at the bit.ly/HugelSellout and all y'all are great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. May as well turn on my ad blocker now. And look at all this great stuff. Look at these discount codes. Look at all the money I want to save you. There's the bot with the on-point Hugel sellout bid. But it's just bad they pathed their own guide, right? Like, did we lose connection here? Or like, no, we're just like... You like how our green-white deck is just like, this is what our green-white deck has degenerated to, just like doing busted things? How great is Sun Titan in this deck, by the way? For those that are unfamiliar, if you have 2 Saheeli Rays, you combo with Sun Titan. So Sun Titan's a combo piece in this deck, technically. I wonder if we could turn 2 or turn 3 someone this evening. I'd really like to turn 2 someone. We've yet to get to do that, but statistically speaking, the more we play the deck, the more likely we are to turn 2 someone, right? Maybe they have a crying child or they are a crying child. That's true. Recently built Bring to Light, Kiki deck, runs main deck, Living End, and Saram's expertise to break the backs of those 12. That's adorable. That sounds adorable. Awesome, Immortal. I'm not going to be doing commentary for Paper Magic events. I thought that was something I was going to be doing this year, but after like doing it and doing some reflection, it's just not good for me, I don't think. How am I liking this deck overall? I like it a lot. I think the core is kind of sweet. It's got the toolboxy type thing. It's doing something like objectively powerful and kind of silly with like the Lotus Cobras and the Renegade Ralliers on top of like the infinite kill. Like the details that are like worth sorting out that I'm not sure on. I don't know if these Path to Exiles are good. I don't know if these Ceremonious Rejections are necessary. I don't think this Fulminator Mage is needed, so like these 5 board slots are kind of like up in the air. I think I like most of the main deck slots. This Summoner's Pact might be too cute, so maybe turn this into something else. I think there should probably be an Obstinate Baloth in the 75. It's just like a good quality creature, and you can also like, it's very good against burn. Like curving Voice into Eldritch Evolution for Baloth is just like very good against burn. I think I'm pretty happy with this list of bullets we have in the main deck. So like these are our fun ofs to go get with Evolution, and I think I'm happy with all of these. Seem like a deck that we would play Ghost Quarter or Knight of the Reliquary. And I feel like Knight doesn't really solve problems that we have. I don't feel like I really want Ghost Quarters in the mana base. One thing you could do, too, and like if we have Baloth to hedge burn, I feel like playing a 3rd Horizon Canopy probably isn't completely unreasonable. Yeah, unfortunately, just like doing the paper streams is just a lot of work. And like on average, like compared to like how popular doing Magic Online streams are, paper streams are just not nearly as popular. Yeah, I think the Meddling Mage is pretty good. This card's like reasonable against like the Valakut decks, and it's reasonable against like Storm, especially game 1. They can buy you a lot of extra time. It varies from sponsor to sponsor, Johnny. So some of them just pay me a flat rate, and some of them give me a percentage based on the amount of business I send their way. There's only one cat because this is kind of a shitty Magic card, and like the only reason we're playing this is so it can combo with Saheeli Rai, right? Because like Saheeli Rai is like kind of a reasonable Magic card, especially when we're like copying Renegade Ralliers for value or copying Thragtusk and other stuff like that for value. What's the land I would cut for a 3rd Canopy? It's a good question. So like Canopy kind of enables Revolt, so like maybe the 11th fetch land could go. It's also possible that like 2 planes is overkill, but I really like 4 basic lands against Path to Exile and Blood Moon decks, so I think it would be the 11th fetch. But I'm not sure. I wasn't sure, that's why I didn't jam a 3rd Horizon Canopy in the mana base today. Most of your games you win by not comboing. You win by just like doing this kind of stuff, right? Just like Sun Titan, Renegade Rallier, getting another Renegade Rallier back. You like Saheeli your Sun Titans and like attack with an extra 6/6 a whole bunch. I feel like I overcompensated for Tron in this configuration. So I feel like I probably don't need these 3, especially with like these Stonies and this Avalanche Riders in the main deck. The Avalanche Riders has been like really good randomly in the main deck against a lot of different things. So I think I definitely would keep this, but I probably don't need all of these. Maybe the Fulminator is fine and I just like don't need these 2. It's also possible like 2 Reclamation Sages is too many. I am in a league. We're waiting for this opponent to time out. Oh no, they're at 0. Oh god. Am I actually disconnected? Alright, time to cut to this spot. I'm gonna be really upset if we're actually the one who's disconnected. Fuck. Magic Online doesn't actually tell you when you're disconnected. It's like, my stream hasn't hiccuped, so like, hopefully our opponent is timing out there and it's not us coming back to a match loss here. That would be really bad. Actually don't know. I've only played like a dozen matches with this deck, maybe a little bit more than that. Thoughts on shaving a Rex Sage for an 6th line? Yeah, that might be okay. That might be okay. Yeah, but like... Alright, we got the W. Okay, we got the W. So they must have timed out. They must have timed out. Alright, sure. God bless. 3-0. See if we can get a QP or 2. I need 3 more QPs before the 7th. That shouldn't be a problem. There's plenty of time. Man, both of us are 3-0. What is this? It's like, okay. It's like not exciting, but it's fine. That's exactly what this hand needed, a 3rd Saheeli. New Sigarda is just like good in general. Oh, fuck me. That's really good. What am I naming here? It's just like Cryptic Command. Feels like Cryptic Command, right? I already played a Spreading Seas. Good name, Supreme Verdict. It's Cryptic Command or Supreme Verdict. I name Cryptic Command. They usually don't play 4 Snapcasters. Fetch off the top would be pretty insane here. I'm gonna play 2 of these as well, so... I think missing this land drop here means we're gonna lose the game. No, I don't care if they path this. Make it verdicted and just feel real bad. Deal? Spreading Seas is giving us blue for Saheeli, you're not wrong. This is gonna get Temple Garden here, I think. Okay. Lands and damn, y'all free. Again, this is plus tier, so no reason to do anything just yet. I probably should have named Supreme Verdict on this. I don't know, like, them not being able to hold Cryptic Command up here is pretty good. Going on, Big Mom Emrakul. I want to play this voice to start. I think I do. I don't want to tap this because I want to cast this. Okay, I don't think I really have to worry about my health total too much here. Grab another plains. Red, blue, whatever. Get this. A Snap Bolt Snap with the $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here, so welcome, welcome, welcome. So I've got 2 of these dorks that can attack into Gideon here. I'm young. You're doing a pretty good job so far. Oh, please don't, please don't, please don't. Thoughts on Magus of the Choke? That sounds... I guess this game is rated for ages 13 plus. Yep. Again, very possibly a mistake here by not throwing that Meddling Mage on Supreme Verdict. Is he gonna name Felidar Guardian? Feels like this has to name Felidar Guardian, right? Yep. I'd say if that didn't name Felidar Guardian, we actually killed them next turn. Alright, so what do I want to do here? Usually if they play 2 to 3. Some of them have been splitting with Wrath of God because of Meddling Mage. Alright, so... Oh! I kill them this turn, right? We kill them this turn, right? Because the last Saheeli copies the Elemental, right? So they're dead? The last Saheeli copies the Elemental, so they're dead? Yeah, sweet! Yeah, got him. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. GG no re. The last Saheeli, once I have a lethal elemental, the Saheeli we'll copy the elemental and make a new elemental. That's the line. Get a Voice of Resurgence to go. Good job tapping out, opponent. Thanks for the Supreme Verdict. I forgot to scry with this, whatever. So, we'll copy this, make a bunch of things, and then the last Saheeli trigger's gonna copy an elemental that'll be lethal. Yeah, they see what's going on. We used all the bits of the buffalo on that one, ladies and gentlemen, but we got there. Alright, this is a Teeg matchup. This is a Glen Elendra matchup. Nice Rune Halo, nerd. Alright, this is not a Reflector Mage matchup. Meddling Mage is probably fine. It's just like a 3-bird out matchup. Do I want the path for like one path for like Gideons and Celestial Colonnades? That doesn't seem unreasonable. How do we feel about this? Birds of Paradise is pretty bad. They probably have Rip. That's fair. I probably want these Reclamation Sages. Swag Dadderson just like is a good value card. Gets rid of random other stuff. They kill the seas too, worst case. Ways and all alone. This card could kind of be a liability against spreading seas, so maybe I could board that out. That's from when we want to go real fast. Sometimes D-Sphere too. Yeah, the sages are great. Okay, yeah, I think I like this. Are there any cards in my deck that I'm embarrassed to have in my deck? I think so. These are the fun ofs. All these fun ofs seem fine. Now it won't beat without you. The fact that Lotus Cobra is just like a mana dork that like attacks for 2 is kind of fantastic. In the light. And I've been blinded by heaven to save me from my wicked ways. Oh, they have Search too? Yeah, the Rec Sage is great. Rec Sages are great. Even if they don't have Rest in Peace or they don't board it in, Rec Sage just like does a lot here. Rec Sage is just like good quality magic card. Yeah, there should be at least one card in our sideboard for burn. Thragtusk in the main deck and Sigarda in the main deck both help, but I think there should be an Obstinate Bailoff in the 75. I mentioned that earlier. It's just like one of our best draws in the matchup. My dreams. And it's crystal clear. Alright, I'm just gonna fetch a... I'm gonna fetch this here. The question is, do I want to play the Cobra or the Voice? I think I want to play... The upside to playing the Cobra is that I can Avalanche Riders them next turn, which is pretty appealing. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and fetch a Temple Garden here. Jam this Lotus Cobra. Because even if they path this, I get to play the Avalanche Rider next turn, right? Give me the D. Gideon, sure. Huh. We're definitely playing this, right? That's happening. Always yes, always yield. The question is, what are we doing here? Do I want to Avalanche Riders them? Like, if it's a Shockland tapped, that doesn't, like... I think I'd rather just play the Thragdead here, right? I think I'd rather play the Thragdead. Just because, like, I'm going to be farther off of playing the Swag Sun later. Like, as good as Stone Raining them would be, like, I could potentially set up an Avalanche Riders Saheeli my Avalanche Riders turn down the line here. Fetchland would be great. Other voice is kind of medium. Probably getting Cryptic Commanded. Spell Snare, okay, sure. I think a land would be pretty sweet, because then we could go Voice into Saheeli my Thragtusk. They have Verdict, they have Jace, sure. Sure. They're going to be really sad about this Saheeli, right? Well, now I get to do all of this. So I have 3. This is 4, 5, 6. I just need to kill this, right? This is 1. Fetching this will be 2. So I can get a Shockland tapped here. I really want to kill their land here, but I feel like I just can't. So this will hit Jace for 4, and this will hit Jace for 1. Yeah. And like if they Verdict us here, I can Avalanche Riders this next turn. Sure. Yeah, it kind of sucks. And the color for this now. This style of deck was my bread and butter for a long time. I love playing this kind of deck. It's just not... People asked earlier how competitive I feel this deck is. It's solidly tier 2 at best. It's just, you know, if you enjoy playing a deck like this, I think this is probably the best green toolbox deck I've played in Modern in a long time. I don't think it'll ever be tier 1, but it's like it's not completely unreasonable. Hopefully we get to knock their Gideon here off the face of the planet this next turn. This Celestial Colony that's like kind of hanging over our head, but if we hit any land, we get to Avalanche Riders that away. I prefer this or the old Kiki Core decks. Definitely the old Kiki Core decks. Like, Court of Calling is a really fun and intricate card to play. This deck is just like, it's kind of like sped up and pushed to the max, right? Like, Modern's gotten very linear since they banned Splinter Twin and Birthing Pod and all those other deck cards, so like, this deck just like puts the pedal to the floor, basically. No, not my Lotus Cobra. That's really annoying. That means I need explicitly a fetch land now to get red. Oh, I guess any untapped land lets me Sun Titan, right? Heal. Now I can Sun Titan. Is that one good? How do we feel about that one, chat? She seems kind of nice. God, I don't even know what to do. The world is just like, I have all these things. What is best? I feel like the question I want to ask myself is like, what's best against Supreme Verdict? Kiki Cord was never fantastic, but I just enjoyed playing it a lot. Doesn't Glen stop Verdict? Yeah, I could just like Titan pick up Voice here. I'll have to go back and check that, GZ. I might have missed that. I could go Voice and Glen. Yeah, that's true. I feel like I want to just stick to Sun Titan this turn, though, right? Like, this is the turn, right? Double path feels like no verdict. Yeah. I'm not really in the market for Horizon Canopy, so let's bottom that. I want to redirect to Gideon. Yeah, I think so. Like, do I want to jam Glen? Yeah, I think Glen Voice is probably the line. And then, like, if they have to tap out to deal with this, I can Sun Titan them next turn. I can't cast Riders, I don't have red mana. If we had red mana, the playing Riders would be, like, the easy line. And, like, if they have another Wrath, we, like, end up with a Beast token and this. Or if they have a Wrath, I guess not another Wrath. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Your turn. Playing the Glen without a blue up kind of sucks if they have a Path or a Snapcaster Mage here, but that also just, like, gets me another land, so, like, it's not terrible. Oh, and a Persistent Glen. Yeah, so Verdict's just, like, terrible here, right? Like, really doesn't do much. The opponent doesn't want to play Magic anymore. It's good for us. I like winning. Did it. Alright, sweet. Got a QP out of this league. It's exciting. One more match here. Made some fun dollary dues back. And that's like people talk about, so like I posted an article on Friday talking about ban list changes I would make, and people were like, this would push Modern into being a more mid-range control format. And it's like that match we just played, like there was so much back and forth and so many decisions that we got to make in that set, right? Like any plans to tinker on Kiki Chord again? No, not really. I would play Kiki Chord variations as donation decks, but I don't think they're competitive. I think they're worse than this deck. So, for those that are wondering, this deck can theoretically kill your opponent on the second turn of the game if you have the nut draw and your opponent taps out. You really have a chance. I mean, you always have a chance to 5-0, right? Is this specific list a known entity? I mean, I've streamed it a couple of times. But no, not really. We took a list that someone submitted a deck list that top 8'd a classic, and it had one Lotus Cobra in it, and like we had this insane Lotus Cobra current. It had like one Lotus Cobra and like 2 Renegade Ralliers, and we had like this Lotus Cobra turn 3 where we just went insane. I was like, well, I just want to do this every game. This is great. Okay, so for those that don't see it, okay, let's explain the turn 2 combo for those that are new here. The turn 2 combo, it's very simple and not convoluted in the least. Let's go over here where I can move the cards around. Okay, how do you kill on turn 2? Let's explain. Everybody come on a journey with me. It's gonna be a trip. Alright, it's very simple and not convoluted in the slightest. Okay, so your turn 1, you play Birds of Paradise, right? Every good turn 2 combo kill starts with the Birds of Paradise. Turn 2, you play Lotus Cobra. Then on turn, after you play your Lotus Cobra, you play a fetch land, and you crack it, and you go get a land. And then you play Renegade Rallier, and your Renegade Rallier gets this fetch land back, and it makes 3 more mana when you crack it. Then you play Saheeli Rai, and your Saheeli Rai copies that Renegade Rallier that you have in play, which returns this fetch land to play, and returns your fetch land to play and makes 3 more mana. Then you use that mana to Eldritch Evolution, sacrificing your Renegade Rallier to go get Felidar Guardian, and then Felidar Guardian blinks your Saheeli Rai, and you combo kill your opponent with Felidar Guardian and Saheeli Rai. So that's how you kill your opponent on turn 2. It's very straightforward, not convoluted in the slightest, very easy to execute. So that's why there's this Fun of Summoners Pact here. because Summoner's Pact can take the place of Lotus Cobra or Renegade Rallier in this combo chain. You can also replace this Renegade Rallier with a second Eldritch Evolution, because you could Eldritch Evolution your bird into the Renegade Rallier. So, like, there's different, like, it takes a lot of specific cards, but, like, some of the pieces can be, like, traded out for, like, other pieces to happen more consistently. But again, like, this deck isn't built with the idea that, like, we're going to turn 2 combo kill people, right? Like, we're not playing Griselbrand. Like, the idea of this deck is we're going to, like, grind people out with Sun Titans and Renegade Ralliers, and then, like, my control opponent's gonna tap out while we're grinding them out with Sun Titans and Renegade Ralliers, and we'll combo kill them the turn they're tapped out. You're gonna get playing Dredge with 4 Leyland in the sideboard. So unlike most people that stream Magic, I'm not gonna act like I have some kind of authority or experience in a deck that I've played very little with. So I'm gonna tell you, I have no idea if that sounds good, bad, or otherwise. Genuinely no idea. Yes, you can also turn 3 without the birds. That is very true. Everybody be very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. Be very quiet. We are an Eldritch Evolution away from a turn 2 kill here, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody move. Nobody move. We're an Eldritch Evolution away from a turn 2 kill. So everybody fucking calm down, okay? I'm gonna need everybody in chat to calm down, okay? Just stop freaking out, chat. Can you stop freaking out? We're gonna get thought seized. Whew. I'm glad chat was able to keep it together, because I almost fucking lost it there. Just so everything's above the board and we understand. I almost lost it. All right, always yes, always yield. Fatal pushing my Lotus Cobra here. Really? We had the fatal push and we didn't kill my Birds of Paradise? That's interesting. Oh, we have a dismember. We're dismembering my Lotus Cobra. Okay, that's fair. That makes sense. Okay, so this is gonna get a Hallowed Fountain here. Oh, fuck. Wow, I punted. Wow, that could cost us this game. I should have made green with that or fetched a green source there. Wow, I was just talking and I was so excited. And then, yep, just took the ball, and so no voice in play here was pretty bad. Nothing like big pop-up punts while playing for the 5-0. All right, let's get a green here or white. We'd have been able to knock him to 9 here. Do I want to get Sacred Foundry with this? I think I do. Just so I can cast this guaranteed, even if they kill this bird. Rally back the snake. I think that's wrong. I think I want to just play my voice here. I'd have been able to rally back the snake if I didn't mess this up. Yeah, we'd be up a snake right now. It'd be pretty good. I'm giving up on you. Like, they wouldn't be able to kill my Renegade Rallier in response here. Yep. Man, just all of these mistakes snowballed so hard. Hey, C. Harrison, 18, with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. Welcome. Gonna be a delve threat. Hopefully it's a delve threat. Say something, I'm giving up on you. No land, no land, no land, no land, no land. Land? Okay, that's kind of cute. Yep, they'd be going to 4 here. We'd be killing them. We might still be able to kill them next turn, actually, right? Man, this deck is full of banned cards, huh? Like standards, biggest baddies. Alright, well, they're dead, right? We need a land plus some interaction here. Yeah! Fucking dead you. Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. Sweet job dealing damage to yourself this game, opponent. Punted, didn't matter. I'm there for you in the darkest night. I wonder where you are. Alright, this is... Look, every time you ban or unban anything, it makes other decks irrelevant. It just, like, pushes them out of the format. I don't think I want to leave the land destruction when I'm boarding in Path to Exile. Need one more cut here. I think it's Meddling Mage. They just have, like, a plethora of things that this could be. I don't think... Stop. Twitch chat loves to Stone Rain people so much. Just stop it. I'm not boarding in Path to Exile and like, leaving these in. That sounds terrible. I don't think any of these other cards matter. They might have annoying cards that this kills. I don't know. Grafdigger's Cage isn't a card that people have been playing lately. I think that's a bit. Elendra could be okay in this matchup. He's an evasive flight threat. It's kind of resilient. Why isn't our sideboard just 15 copies of Stone Rain? Asking the real questions. I kind of don't hate the Glen Elendra. Yeah, I think our main deck is fine for this matchup. I could see the Summoner's Pact not being good enough. Nah, I think the Summoner's Pact is fine. More swag Ederson seems appropriate. Sorry, every relevant card. If you unban piles of poop that shouldn't have been banned in the first place, you're right. They're not going to do anything. Hope. It pushed Hope out of the format. That's right. I feel like this is probably a mulligan, right? On the other side of the coin, I don't like mulliganing against Thoughtseize decks, so YOLO? What if I told you that we were going to have a turn 2 Voice of Resurgence with this hand? Then would you keep it? I'd keep it. Wait, what? Not complaining. Deal. Snap call. Is my Voice of Resurgence getting dismembered? Better to name Dash Hope or Abandon Hope. That's good. Asking the hard-hitting questions. I appreciate that. You never knew. I think I want to just get a land here. Fire to the rain, watch it burn. All right, sure. Better. All right, we broke it. Welcome to Modern. Cracked it in half. Like, I'll take a freebie, okay? We've gotten ganked out of a lot of them recently. GG. GGWP. Sound the cannons. I'm gonna respond to my tweet and let people know that we broke it. Name that fire. All right. So what would I do if I was playing this deck again? I don't think I'm going to play this deck again tonight. We're going to play it again at some point in the future. I have another donation in the queue for this deck. I think I overcompensated for Tron. I think I would cut these. I would cut this, shave it. Yeah, Acidic Slime seems fine. It's like a nice, like, middle of the ground type hedge. It's like slightly worse against I think the Meddling Mage is great. Just like for reference. Which Acidic Slime is the question. I think I would cut these. I put this in. I think I'd want to Baloth in here. I think I'd play an Obstinate Baloth. Acidic Slime was a standard staple for a long time, just like always in standard. Maybe like a random negate is fine in the sideboard. That could be the case. I don't really want to cut. Do I want to cut a Reclamation Sage? I don't know. I would do something like this. Magus of the Moon is terrible. Stop it. I think Acidic Slime is fine. I think this is slightly better to main deck just because Evolution Voice into this is easier. Yeah, Unified Will, that sounds fine. Yeah. I kind of like that. And slide a Unified Will in here. You can even put a second one of these in here. I think Unified Will is fine. I think I'd like another card to, like, be good against. I hate fucking losing to combo decks. Like, as someone who, like, hates losing to combo decks, some Unified Wills are probably great. I think Scavenging Ooze is too low impact. I think two of these sounds great. Maybe trim one of these. Maybe. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Reclamation Sage right now. I also, like, hate losing to combo and Lantern, so, like, having extra cards to host Lantern seems fine. Do I need these Path to Exiles? Real talk. Is this a card that's, like, needed in my sideboard? It might not be. I might cut one of those, and I'd, like, really test, like, do I need this card in my deck? Drawing multiple of this card seems pretty terrible a lot of the time. I could do this. Nah, Reflector Mage is fine. How do you kill Death Shadow? You Reflector Mage it, and then combo them. You just, like, attack around it, right? Yeah, you just go wide and kill them through it. Like make voice tokens and renegade ralliers. Play my 6 mana 6/6. That'll be smaller than their 1 mana 9/9. I think one path's probably fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Remember, if you didn't catch all the league tonight, we're not going to play this deck again tonight, but